Started a little outside of Boulder, and yeah, we're gonna take some back roads to get there.
Just look at this. You can see a wolf down there.
I don't know if they realize that. Oh.
Super cold this morning. We woke up and we were both freezing at like 4 a.m. and turned on the car and it was about 45-ish degrees.
Oh no,
40.
it's at 41.
Oh my gosh, it was so cold.
Yeah, we had checked the weather before we came because we're obviously out of service, and I don't remember it ever saying it was gonna get below like 45 at night, so we were not expecting 30s. And the night before, it was pretty warm, like we were not cold whatsoever, so that was definitely a different experience last night. Yeah, so stay tuned, we're gonna check out a ghost town on our way to Missoula, and maybe some other fun things on the way, so stay tuned.
Oh, where? Oh, I see him.
Hey guys! Big open space.
In the 1860s, gold was found in the Garnet Range, and this mining town started to boom overnight. The boom was short-lived, and by the 1900s, many of the veins had disappeared, and deeper mine shafts made gold recovery extremely difficult and expensive. By 1905, many of the mines were abandoned, and the town's population had shrunk to about 150 residents. In 1912, a devastating fire destroyed many of the buildings, leaving what we see today. Garnet was revitalized in 1934 when gold prices went from $16 to $35 an ounce. However, it was not to last, and the onset of World War II in 1939 drew the population away again. Marion Dahl, the last resident of this town, protected it from looters up until the 1960s, where then the Bureau of Land Management and the Garnet Preservation Association intervened to secure title to the properties, with the goal of protecting, stabilizing, and eventually interpreting this important physical reminder of Montana's mining heritage. We highly recommend this ghost town to everyone, as it has graded road access and is funded by your donations.
After our adventures at the Garnet Ghost Town, we came back to civilization for the afternoon to visit some friends in Missoula. We had lunch and took the dogs for a quick swim in the river on the warm Montana day. After our visit, we headed back into the mountains to find camp and some cooler weather. We ventured north into the Flathead National Forest to find camp along one of the many lakes in the forest. The drive up to our campsite was beautiful, passing along many lakes with mountains as their backdrops. While overlanding in Montana has allowed us to see some pretty incredible views, many of the lake views we passed on our drive to camp are fully accessible by any car and just as breathtaking. We found camp along Lake Inez, where there are a few designated spots available for camping. We were fortunate to find a spot, as these campsites are hard to come by in the summer months. We set up camp and took a quick swim in the water with our dogs. The water was pretty chilly, but nice and refreshing after our first couple days overlanding in Montana on some pretty dusty roads. The dogs also enjoyed the change of pace and getting to take a swim, especially Quinn, our black lab, who has a deep love for the water no matter what the temperature may be. After settling into camp, we chatted with some fellow campers who told us that shortly before we arrived at our campsite, there was a bear that strolled through the main road of the campsites along the lake. While we came into this trip prepared for possible bear encounters, we were grateful for just missing this visitor. Join us next time for some epic views as we wrap up our Montana series.